strong and we only getting stronger, baby.
Baby, hear the rain fall on me. Never gonna love again. Baby, give my heart right, and I can't keep running away this time. Can't keep running away. Love
I'm taking Chad to prom. I'm taking y'all to prom. We're gonna have a homecoming dance. Taking y'all to prom, okay? Thank you, Jassa. Oh, you can't hear music. Fuck. Oh, that's okay. Sorry, guys. Sorry, you can't. Oh, my bad. Alright. Today we're going to be talking about some CPUSA shit that I learned. I got intelligence, sources, a lot of different ones I cross-checked, so this is really solid info. Not going to be releasing names or any info or whatever because it's obviously against the rules. But I'm going to tell you about what's going on, basically, right? And, yeah. Which sort of truth is being exposed? The faction within the CPUSA that told Joe Sims and was pestering them for months to release a statement against infrared. That's what we're going to talk about today. Give me a second. I'm going to pull my nose. Where's the spider? Don't lie. Don't fucking lie. By what? Where? Hear this? There's nothing there. The fuck you talking about? There's nothing there. Okay, I'm gonna look at this myself. What do you mean it's gone now? What do you mean it's gone? What does that fucking mean? It's gone. President Sunday's gonna debate one of our people sometime. I don't know when, but he's committed to. Thank you, Suez. Guys, Bitter Empanada's like, oh, you're not relevant enough for me to debate you, even though I fucking dwarf the guy in engagement and concurrent views. There's no fucking mold above the TV. What the fuck are you talking about? There is nothing above the fucking TV. Bitter Empanada, dude. He's a fucking Bitter Empanada.
I'm still waiting for you to come back. Oh, I'm still waiting for you. I'm still waiting for you to come back. Tell it like it is. Tell me slowly. Tell it like it is, like a true story. Tell it like it is. The king is dead. He's gone. Let the gas flow. Let the locusts fire. Open the gates.
Alright, can I say something that might be construed as disrespectful to the singer? Thank you, Tash. Thank you, Tash. Thank you, Tash. I don't want to disrespect. I respect this singer so much, but I'm just talking about the energy of their voice gives off the energy of someone who is good at. I'm not gonna say it, right? But I'll let you fill in the blanks. Which is actually a really big compliment. That's a huge compliment. That's like a really sexist thing to say, I guess. But I'm just talking about energy, and I don't know why I said it either. There's no reason to say it, but I did anyway. So there you go. I have no idea why I said that. Why did I say that? I don't know. Power level. I gotta do my biceps today. Is in Austin, the fucking bicep dumbbells that I was using were fucking too light. Right? No Nut November. I already broke No Nut November today. Hey mods, crack down on any weird things chatters are saying. But why don't you just use the higher weights then? Because it's like it wasn't that much of a diff. It was like a 2 or 3 pound difference. So 60, you know what I mean? It's like I lift 65 for biceps. 65. 65. I stand. Can I ask a question? Why do women do upper body? Why do they do upper body at the gym? Why? I'm just curious. I don't get why. Why? What's the point? To tone? What do you mean to tone? The best look is, for me personally, this is just my personal opinion, but the best look is petite. On the top part of the body is all petite. Just small arms and small in general. I don't know what toned means. And then the bottom part, just large. Yeah. No, not small titties. I didn't say that. It's probably Bad Empanada's alt. Alright. Ban them. Then why do you chase women with big... I don't. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I do not chase after... You have lunch lady arms and wings? Wings? Who calls them wings? What is that? The bat blabs underneath. The hell? Y'all are talking about some shit I don't understand. Would you date a woman who weighs more than you? I don't know how they could weigh more than me unless they were very overweight. And that's just not my preference, right? So, probably not. I weigh 180. I weigh 180 pounds, okay? So, it's a... Thank you, Ultra. Appreciate you. I weigh 180. What was your political ideology before communism? Islam. Well, specifically, like, Khomeini Islam was my ideology. That specific one. The way you're only 180? Yeah, I'm 180. I'm only 5'9". I'm 5'9" and weigh the same. I'm nowhere near as thick as you. You're skinny? I don't believe that. Did you pay attention to Iranian politics? Yes, I did. I come from a Lebanese Shia background, so we look at Iran as like the motherland, you know? Politically, we look at it as like a motherland. Not so much like culturally, but just politically, you know? You're 5'10", 185, and you're very skinny? That's cap. That's fucking cap, dude. You wear size 36? For pants? Skinny by American. Shut the fuck up. Probably big boned or something. I'm 5'11" and 180 is pretty thin for me. Yeah. Your jeans are 36 at 5'10". That actually kind of makes sense. Yeah, I wear a 32, I think. 5'8", 200 ibs. Wear size 32. I wear 32 pants. That's my pant size. Okay, 180 at 5'8" to 5'10" is not skinny. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. That is not skinny. You probably have bones or muscle mass or something. That is not skinny at all. I don't know what the fuck planet you live on. Oh, 32 is the waist size. Yeah, I'm 32. I know, I'm about to talk about the Gang of Three in a second. I got most of the details down, and I'm just gonna talk to you, be very vague about it. The reason I'm gonna do it, so you know that this is not the CPUSA as a whole. It's not even the leadership that wanted to do this. I should probably put on a shirt for this, to be honest. You're an immigrant. No, I was born here, actually. But even if I was, who cares? I live here. Okay, there's only a few circumstances in which it's justified not to be patriotic for the country you live in, right? A, you are struggling to form a new country based on the national self-determination of your people, aka the Black Belt thesis, right? Or you live on a reservation or something, right? B, you are here temporarily and you plan on leaving sometime and going to another country to live. And that's going to be your country. 3, you're like a foreign agent who's here and you're just faking it, right? Otherwise, you have to be even then, you probably would pretend to be patriotic. So, if you live in a country, you have to be patriotic for that country. Otherwise, you have to leave. Unless you're struggling for a new country in the sense of like self-determination for your people in the place you live, right? So, I need you guys to understand, there's no such thing, and this is a term that came from the USSR, there's no such thing as like a person who doesn't have a country at all, and you just float in the aether. Human beings live in countries. What about Brits? Even them? Yeah, even them. Human beings live in countries. We don't live in a fucking... We don't live in the aether. So Israelis should be proud of being Israeli. Israelis can contribute to the struggle of the Palestinians within their country. That would fall under the second category of struggling for self-determination. Or they could leave Israel, right? And go live somewhere else. But, yeah, a lot of the leftists in Israel are super big hypocrites. And I think there's more potential among the right-wingers, the Mizrahi right-wing people in Israel than the lefties. I think the left liberals in Israel are complete hypocrites. Yeah, the Tel Aviv leftists. Those are not friends of the Palestinian people. And honestly, I really feel like the comparison between America and Israel is actually a form of Zionism. And the reason why comparing America to Israel is Zionist in nature is because you're raising the bar of Palestinian liberation to something unreasonable, ridiculous, ultra-leftist, and impossible. You're saying Palestinians cannot expect the reasonable right to return to their homeland and acquire their own country and their former homeland as a whole. I believe in a one-state solution. You're saying they can't do that unless all of America is given to 2% of the population, the indigenous population. That is Zionism. That is a complete form of Zionist opportunism. You're basically raising the bar for Palestinian liberation so fucking high that it'll never happen. You're making it grounded in something that's not real, right? And also, it is really a right-wing Zionist talking point. And I'll tell you why it is. I'll tell you exactly why it is. Should Palestinians keep the flag? Shut the fuck up, dude. I don't. What do you? Is that supposed to be a point? Israel and America are not comparable. They're not even fucking comparable whatsoever. If you're comparing America and Israel, you're repeating Zionist talking points because the right-wing Zionists in Israel basically just say, "Oh, well, America's the same. You have no right to critique us because we're the same as you. You stole it from the Native Americans. Why can't we steal it from the Palestinians?" Of course, Palestinians are not going to wave the Israeli flag. Okay? But comparing Israel to America is a form of fucking pro-Zionist opportunism. Plain and simple. Thank you, Anonymous.
Anonymous donated $5. I joined the CPUSA. There are no party chapters near me. How do you start a chapter in your local area? Also, thank you for being the only communist.
I don't know the exact procedure of how to do it. We're probably going to add Discord channels and roles to our Discord pertaining to CPUSA organization and activity. And that's something I'm going to discuss with the showrunners. Okay, this is a... Mods, ban all weird sexual comments in the chat toward anyone. Any streamer or whatever. I think this is a false flag by people trying to get me in trouble by talking shit in my chat. So just ban them all. I didn't expose it yet, no. Is it any roles against Techia? It'll be semi-secret, but it's mainly going to be an onboarding thing where we're going to just like teach you how to set up your own chapters and how to be delegates and stuff.
Infrared. Middle
كيف
Eastern
صحتك؟
Arabs are going doomer with the politics. We need you here.
What up, Calamari? Love you. You know what I noticed? A lot of diaspora Middle Eastern people, leftists, hate me. But Middle Easterners who live in the Middle East actually like me. You notice that? Diaspora Middle Eastern leftists side with the Baizwo, and they actually like talk shit about me all the time on Twitter and stuff. But actual Middle Easterners who live in the Middle East, for some reason, they like me, right? Well, yeah, a lot of diaspora people do like me. I'm not gonna say most of them don't, but like a significant amount I've seen on Twitter go after me, you know, because they're more loyal to the white leftists than their fellow Arab and their fellow Muslims. They're more loyal to white leftists than their own brothers. White leftists are their true brothers. So how come lefties bash on America while bashing... I don't think they do. The Gang of Three. I'm gonna explain it. Probably gonna put on a shirt first, and then I'm gonna explain it. So a lot of diaspora Arabi leftists and Muslim leftists, I would love for them to go back home with their ideology and their cultural politics that they're preaching here and see how it works out back home. Matter of fact, see how it works out at Mama and Baba's house. See how it works out at your Jiddo and your Sitto's house. Or your Tata's house. However you want to say it. See how that'll work out. Holding me to such a crazy standard. You're an evil reactionary right-wing leftist. If I sat down with your fucking Baba, he would be worse than me. If I sat down with your Baba and we had some shai and we sat down, we had some cheese and some olives and some shai, he would be way more reactionary than me. So shut the fuck up. Stop trying to impress your fucking white lefty fucking colleagues. Your fucking white lefty colleagues. I would get along with your Baba. And my values are more in line with your Mama, your Baba, your Jiddo, your Sitto. But you made friends with white leftists. You probably hate your own parents. That's why you talk shit to me. You got problems with me. Or the PSL? I don't care about the fucking PSL. I bet they got beef with me, but I don't really give a fuck about them. I don't care about any party except the Communist Party. The original Communist Party. I don't care about all these failed factions like the PSL and whatever else there is. I don't care. Maybe they've made headway, but I believe in one party. I believe in one party, okay? And here's what I think. This is let me tell you, if I was dictator of the CPUSA, and I know there's no such thing, but I just want to give you a hypothetical of like what I want to see happen, right? All Trotskyists banned. Trotskyists are not allowed. That's very simple. You can't be a Trotskyist in the CPUSA. That's like number one rule, right? No Trotskyists. No Maoists or Gonzaloists either. Those are people are completely banned and kicked out. No anarchists. Those are also kicked out, right? You have to be a Marxist-Leninist. You have to just be a Marxist-Leninist. So you do have to be a Marxist-Leninist. It's the only thing that'll be allowed, okay? Second thing I would like to see. All matters pertaining to sexuality must be kept private. All matters concerning sexuality must be completely private. In every way. You don't... No sexual politics. No obsession over fucking... no obsession over fucking like pronouns and shit. Obviously, treat people with respect and address people in the way that they want to be addressed. You know, if there's trans people and they go by she, her, or he, him, you should respect that. But no huge emphasis on this stuff, right? In general. One of the really things that I really want to happen in the CPUSA, and to avoid the fate of the DSA, is you can't prohibit it per se because it's not possible, but complete discouraging of dating within chapters. So the people you're working alongside with, there should be discouragement of mingling and relationships with the people you're working with. Now, if you're gonna be with someone from a different chapter or another chapter, that's fine, right? And I'm not saying you could prevent it. It probably will happen anyway. People who work together probably form relationships, but those have to be like super private. They have to be extremely private. So anything like these polyamorous polysuals like happen in the DSA, no, absolutely not. If word gets out about that, it should be penalized, right, and banned, or broken up, and they have to go to a different chapter or something, right? But I really, something I do believe is that a comrade is a soldier. Soldiers are not meant to fucking mingle, right, in that way. So I really do believe communists as soldiers should not see the party as a vehicle to fulfill their sexual, private, whatever. Engels was poly. No, he fucking wasn't. Shut the fuck up. The Bolsheviks were seen as free love. No, they fucking weren't. Shut the fuck up. I'm gonna ban you for saying Engels was poly, actually. That's the most stupid, ugly, disgusting thing I've ever fucking heard. And you're getting banned for saying it. You fucking stupid, leftist, dumb fuck. Oh, he's poly because he was fucking around a lot? Am I poly then? Am I poly then? Because that's what I do too. So does that make me poly? Shut the fuck up, dude. Does that mean I believe in free love? No, it fucking doesn't. It means publicly I'm one thing and in private I'm another thing. That's what it means. Yeah, I would bang someone's wife. I would bang someone's girlfriend if I didn't like them or if I didn't care about them. But that's something I would do in private. I wouldn't make it like a public identity that this is my sexual identity. No, I'm just a straight guy. That's all I am. I'm a straight guy who believes in traditional relationships. It's just that on the low key, I need some ass. It's called being a hypocrite. And I'm not even kidding. It's actually the normal thing to be is a hypocrite. Should not fucking, try and like reflexivize every aspect of your life and be completely consistent. Yeah, a man's gotta eat. Doesn't Islam condemn hypocrisy a lot? Thank you, Aphex. I'm referring to because Islam takes the difference between public and private for granted. It's just in Western countries you don't, and you call that hypocrisy, so I have to call it that. It's not really hypocrisy in the Islamic sense at all. Hypocrisy in the Islamic sense is about betraying the fundamental principles or whatever, right? Like, you realize the reason why I can sleep around and just be the natural man that I am is because my principal ideal is a normal, traditional relationship. That's like my reference point. If I didn't have that reference point, I wouldn't even be able to have fun. Hey, Gaga, by hypocrites, they're referring to something else. I hate when you lawyer up on me. Like, holy fuck. They're not just referring to someone who's different privately than they are publicly. It's referring to fucking people like leftoids who are using the disguise of, let's say, leftism or Islam, whatever you want to fucking call it, it's like opportunism. When Lenin talks about opportunism, that's what it's referring to. It's not referring to, you know, being ambiguous in your normal life without putting a fucking name on it and a name tag on it. Here, you know what I sincerely believe? What I sincerely believe, yes, hookups and all of that stuff are bad, but I believe in the right to learn the hard way. I believe in the right to learn that the hard way, and that's what I do. That's what I do. I simply want to discover that the hard way. You understand? That's how I am with alcohol too. I do drink. I drank in Austin. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did drink. And I also think the prohibition of alcohol is a good thing in Islam. But it's because I want to learn the hard way. Or I want to experience it the hard way. Right? I was thirsty. Haven't you learned the hard way already? Well, sometimes I forget. Sometimes I forget. So with hypocrisy, we've heard someone use the religion. Yeah, it's like someone using the religion while betraying its essence. Why do you always play trash music? Because this is the music you listen to. Because you're a fucking satanic, bitter, disturbed individual who hates the world. And I love the world, and I love God and people and humanity. And I'm an artist, an artistic soul. The Grand Kievan Rus, yeah, I know, it was about alcohol. Listen, I'm not telling you not to have extramarital sex. I'm just telling you to keep it private. And by keep it private, I mean, like, don't make it like a position. Don't make it like a public political position you're taking. Like, oh, sex is empowering and healthy. Yeah, no, it's not, actually. It's fucking tragic. Sex is tragic. All sex outside of a relationship is a beauty. Sometimes it's a beautiful tragedy, but it always is tragic. And I'm not saying tragedy's bad either. I'm just saying it's not like a healthy, you know, it's not like a healthy, like, carefree thing. It's poetry, yeah. Is guilty conscience healthy? Of course it is. It's very healthy. It's an animal activity. No, it's not. It is not a fucking animal activity. No, it's not. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Yeah, I know. Bitter El Panada wants to debate Vaush and not me. And I already quote tweeted him and confronted me. He was coping and fucking basically making excuses for why he's a pussy. He's like, oh, you are a creature to be gawked at, not engaged. Okay, you're a pussy because you're scared to debate me. You are just terrified of actually confronting me in a debate. I get it, you're a little bitch. All he told me is what a little bitch he is. And that he's scared. He's a chicken shit. It's Beta El Panada. No, he doesn't want to do it because apparently you're not relevant enough. And I'd like dwarf him in views. I get like 6 times more views than him. Who's here? Snow? I don't know. I didn't go outside today. Where's Logo? Hey, what's up, Logo? Just give me a sec. I'm dealing with some stuff. Dude, Bitter Alpanada's on fucking Tinder talking shit. Hold on. He's such a pussy. He's such a pussy. Bitter Alpanada is literally such a fucking little bitch. He's fucking running away from fucking debating me. And the dude is bitter. And when I say bitter, I'm going to explain to you how he's bitter. Because, so I don't know how much I can say. But if you guys recall, Bitter Alpanada used to go on Twitter to talk about his frustrations with Tinder. Because the guy moved to Argentina. And he can't even leverage his expat status to get any pussy. So he's just bitter all the fucking time because of how lonely he is. And he can't get anything. And he practically admitted that. He practically admitted that on Twitter before. I mean, I know it's because of how he looks or whatever, but he literally moved to Argentina. He got a Tinder. He can't get any, so he went on Twitter to complain about it. And there's a word for that, as someone who's bitter about that. And, you know. Guys, do you think Bitter Alpanada's a guy who he has game and he can like it's almost impossible not to pipe a 10 in Argentina for this guy, trust me, dude. Have you seen his videos? You think that guy can talk to women? Do you think Bitter Alpanada could talk to women? Does that look like a guy who could talk to women? Just look like when you hear him speak, do you really think he can spit game and be charming and make women laugh and talk to them? Just be honest. This guy cannot talk to women. This guy cannot talk to women at all. You know he can't. You know he's unable to.
So I was really coming to get some coffee the other day, and I was interested in knowing if you were wanting to come back to my place. And
Shut the fuck up, you fucking weirdo. This dude is bitter. This dude is bitter. This dude is super bitter. He's just a bitter, sad, lonely person. Logo, I'm sorry, dude. I'm just right now I'm not able to have a conversation. I'm tired and I'm not it's not that I'm tired in general, it's just like I just couldn't keep up with like a cordial conversation. I can either have a debate where I'm just fucking yelling at someone or I really can't keep up with a conversation right now. Sorry about that, man. I'm like too pissed.
So it's different then. It's written in the stars, darling. Everything must come to an end. We thought
I'm really getting to him. I'm really getting to him so bad. Who is? Oh, well, we're not gonna name names, but that, yeah, we're about to talk about the CPUSA thing. I'm just on Twitter dealing with Bitter El Panada's little bitch ass. Yeah. Gang of Three stuff is gonna happen in a second. If you want me to focus, just go on Twitter and deal with Bitter El Panada for me. Right? Just keep replying to him so we get our last word in. The hell?
The sound of your heart, the sound of your heart, it sounds lonely. I think we're drifting apart ever so slowly. Fade
Dude, okay, so I told Bitter El Panada he couldn't hold a conversation with a woman, right? And he replies by posting a screenshot of a completely non-sexual and non-romantic conversation, which we're supposed to think is a woman, but it's like a text, and it's like, dude, that's not what I mean. What a fucking loser. He's super insecure about this, by the way, so keep that in mind. He's super insecure about this. Clearly very fucking, yeah, he counts minutes. Super insecure about it. Little bitch, Bitter El Panada, you little bitch. Little fucking bitch. Little bitch. Little fucking bitch. Won't fucking debate me, so fucking tweets on Twitter. Fucking tweets on Twitter because he's too scared to fucking get in VC and confront me and debate me. Little fucking pussy. Little fucking pussy bitch. Bitter El Panati, little bitch.
Did you ever feel your heart broken? Did you ever feel it's the end of the world? The bells are ringing, but the blood stopped pumping. As I feel the weight of the fall, they say help is near, but no one here can feel the fear. It's a minefield as it'll never disappear. 'Cause you take me back, you take me back. I'm your kamikaze. And tonight is the night that we might fall together. And you take me back, you take me back. I'm your kamikaze.
Bitter El Panata, this little bitch. Is too scared to fucking debate me.
Did you ever feel your heart stopping? Did you ever feel like a moth drawn to a flame? It's time to put on your life jacket, 'cause I'm about to step up the game. Oh, they say help is near, but no one here can feel the fear. It's a minefield as it'll never disappear. 'Cause you take me back, you take me back. I'm your kamikaze. And tonight is the night that we might fall together. And you take me back, you take me back. I'm your kamikaze. And tonight is the night that we might fall
Hold on. Little bitch. Little pussy.
Stars exploding, a cosmic war raging in the sky, but all I could hear was your love.
Bitter Elfinato, you little bitch.
Hope you'll come back again, even though I know you are heartless, 'cause you took off my dress and you never put it on again. It's overrated. It doesn't do it for me. Dreamt the gods descended. I dreamt that time
This little bitch, Bitter Elfinato.
planets collided. Baby, what
Alright, so he. Now, no, we're not bullying him. We're not insulting him. But he actually just confirmed he was a virgin. Bad Empanada did. There's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. But for some reason, on Twitter right now, he just confirmed that to me. Like, he actually just admitted it to me. And this guy's, I think, older than me. He's an expat in Argentina. And he's still a virgin. Yeah, he just admitted it to me. So there you go. That's all I needed. Concession. That's where all this projection comes from. These people actually are virgins. They actually are. Nothing wrong with that, but he admitted it. He just admitted it on his Twitter. He literally deleted the fucking screenshot of the fucking, the pathetic text conversation that was not romantic or sexual at all, that with someone we should presume is a woman. Yeah. Oh, we have a bitter El Panada alt right here. Hey, little bitch. Come debate me in VC. How about you come debate me in VC, little bitch? Okay, I think I'm gonna block them in a second because I'm gonna give them a chance. I want you guys, you know, continue defending me, whatever. I'm gonna give them a chance. You come in my VC and I'll unblock you, right? But when you keep hiding behind Twitter, you just conceded to me. You admitted you were a virgin, and I have that on record. You did admit that. It's not me who forced you to say that. You said it yourself, despite calling me an incel. Maybe you're voluntarily a virgin. I doubt it. But I think that is the definition of the thing you were trying to call me, which is an involuntarily celibate person. There's nothing wrong with that, but you were calling me that. And, you know, you just admitted it. And that's whatever. But, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna put a shirt on in a second and do that. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and block them. I'm gonna just block them. They're done. They're done. We're gonna get to the stream. Okay. Debate you in VC. Get in VC right now. I'll debate you. Right now. I'll debate you right now. Little bitch. He wants to debate about his stupid tweet. Oh, that guy. Yo, Logo, if you're there, I'm sorry, but I can't keep up with a conversation right now. I'm in a bad state of mind. We'll talk sometime. Don't worry. I'm just like, I have to like get a hold. You know, like when I actually talk seriously and have real conversations, I have to be in the right mental state and like take a step back and reflect and be in a contemplative mood. But right now, I'm just out for blood, you know? So... skipping out on Logo to argue with Incel Panada? Because I respect Logo too much. That's why. I'm not in a fucking... I'm not just gonna shit myself being a fucking retard or whatever. Okay, we're done. We got the W. Just got a W. Bitter El Panada got fucking destroyed. Bitter El Panada got absolutely fucking blown the fuck out. Beyond any fucking reasonable doubt.
I hope you've got a safety net, 'cause I'm gonna push you over the edge. The strangest thing, deliberate, done with intent, without repent. I hope you've got some common sense. Turn around and walk away. The strangest thing, deliberate, done with intent, without repent. I love the pain, I love the game. Come into my arms, come into my arms. You say that I'm yours, but I'm not the one holding the gun. I told you not to call my victim number one. You won't let go, you won't give in, till every part of you
I'm gonna put on a shirt. Give me a sec. Putting on a shirt. Give me a sec.
Done with intent, without repent. I love the pain, I love the game. Come into my arms, come into my arms. You say that I'm yours, but I'm not the one holding the gun. I told you not to call my victim number one. I told you not to call my victim number one. I told you not to call my victim number one. I told you not to call my victim number one. I hope you got a safety net, 'cause I'm gonna push you over the edge. It's the strangest thing, it's deliberate, done with intent, without repent. I love your pain, I love the game. Come into my arms, come into my arms. You say that I'm yours. Oh, you just have to love my heart well. I love your pain, I love the game. Come into my arms, come into my arms. You say that I'm not the one holding the gun.
By the way, one last thing before we move on. Talk about the CPUSA stuff. I have an announcement. I have an announcement. Wait, someone's talking shit? Who's talking shit? Emancipation now! Kaz is anti-feminist. Oh. Get in, BC. Where's the guy? Cedal? Get in VC, Cedal. Hold on. Okay, I have gonna spill the tea in a sec. Wow. Okay, this is gonna be a lot to take in. Everyone, get cozy, get comfortable. I'm going to explain to you what has been going on with the CPUSA and why it is they've taken a stance against infrared and what's going on with that. Okay? You guys ready for this? Okay, there's a faction within the CPUSA, and it's not so much a faction as it is a clique of about 3 people who are based in the New York City Young Communist League. It's the New York City Young Communist League. There are 3 prominent individuals, one of which being the ringleader, and this one individual, who I'm not going to name, became famous around 2016 for heckling a certain, intellectual, if that rings a bell. But this person has, unbeknownst to me in the Infrared Collective, they have acquired an immense level of influence within the Communist Party USA. An immense level of influence and power within the party. Now, I'm going to explain a little bit about this person's ideological views. This person is not a Orthodox or even a Marxist-Leninist in any meaningful capacity. From what I can gather, they are a Sakhaist. They denounce China and Cuba as fascist states. Even Cuba, right? That's insane. Even Cuba they denounce as a fascist state. They're an ultra-leftist Sakhaist. Their reasons for being in the Communist Party USA are extremely unclear, but needless to say, they had a profound level of involvement in a party before joining the CPUSA, which was called the Workers' World Party. Now, the Workers' World Party was a party that had prominence maybe a decade ago or so, around that kind of time. This person was so venomous, was so fucking toxic, and so persistent as a wrecker, as an ultra-left wrecker, they single-handedly led to the split within the Workers' World Party, within the WWP. They single-handedly destroyed that party and split it from within. And after doing that, they moved on to the Communist Party USA, based in the New York City Young Communist League. And behind the scenes, they've been pulling strings and leveraging a ton of influence solely based on how aggressively persistent and obnoxious they are, and also the fact that they have credentials. They have academic credentials from established universities, and they have some institutional credentials as well. And this has given them an immense level of sway and leverage in being able to influence the party at a national level. Okay? So for months and months and months, this person was absolutely seething about so-called patriotic socialism and myself and CPUSA and infrared and so on and so on. They've been doing that for months and months. And the party mainstream, including the National Committee, was not interested, right? They kept pushing and pressing the issue of patriotic socialism. The rest of the party just wanted to move on. They were just like, can we just move on and focus on something else? Let's not, right? Finally, after pestering and annoying Joe Sims so much, they pressured the National Committee of the Communist Party to release a statement officially denouncing infrared and the so-called proletarian patriotism. And they probably got around to being able to do it by telling them that we're a bunch of Trump supporters, right? which is the red line for the CPUSA, which considers Trump a fascist phenomenon, and justified their support for the Democrats on the basis of opposing Trump. Now, this is an extremely interesting situation because this is an ultra-leftist who is basically using the CPUSA's status as a Democrat, subsidiary right now against infrared. The reason why they were able to get the National Committee to come out against me is because of the Trump thing, and therefore because it was perceived as a threat to the Democrats. The National Committee are not ultra-leftists. On the contrary, there's many right opportunist elements among them because they're for the Democrats, right? So this ultra-leftist is basically allying themselves with the worst instincts of the National Committee, namely their trailing of the Democrats, against infrared. I actually want to have a conversation with you guys about how we can outmaneuver the ultra-left new DSA faction of the Communist Party. And I'm just going to lay to you my plan out in the open, because even if my enemies know about this plan, again, they can't do anything about it. The best test of a good plan is that it doesn't have to be kept secret. Now, I don't know how many of you signed up for I think many of you signed up for the party, right? Recently. I hope you guys are joining that party, because I am officially instructing you to join the Communist Party. This is phase 2 of CPUSA 2036 that we're entering into. And we are moving against the National Committee. We're not doing so in a way that's going to violate the formal protocols of the party or democratic centralism. We're still following the rules. We're just establishing a stream of information and coordination and communication, namely from this Twitch channel, that the party doesn't control, and that's allowing us to organize, right? We're not breaking the rules by doing this, because the party is too outdated to account for the news information war and the new sphere of like the internet and all that kind of stuff. Like Joe Sims was literally advocating to continue publishing newspapers and shit. So this is not like an up-to-date party at all. It may seem like we're doing some coup and we're manipulating the party. No, we're not. The party isn't even the party doesn't even know what a stream is. They called us a webcast. What the fuck is a webcast? You understand? So infrared is a stream of information, and the party's still the bedrock, solid organization that we're basing ourselves on, right? So this is just, we're not doing anything against the rules of the party, per se, right? By doing this deception, right? Because you technically, if you don't talk about infrared and you don't do anything that'll get you purged as an infrared supporter, there's no problem, right? Anyway, before I talk more about the Gang of Three and some of the things they've been up to, I want to talk to you about the strategy we have in mind for being able to elect delegates. Because remember, the goal is to make you, infrared viewers or followers or enthusiasts, into delegates. The goal is to make you and turn you into a delegate, right? That's the end goal. That's where we're coming from. Okay? How are you going to gain popularity and become delegates, especially when you're not able to set up your own independent chapters? Now, like I said before, if you can set up your own chapter, you're in the clear and you have a lot more wiggle room. You still can't talk about infrared, and you still can't be too explicit, but you don't have to blend in with the leftoids. You can establish an independent CPUSA culture if you make your own chapters, right? So get to making your own chapters. Absolutely get to making your own chapters. And by the way, I want you guys to know infrared is going to just be getting bigger and bigger. So if you set up a chapter with 1 or 2 or 3 people, that may not be a lot, but as infrared grows, you're going to be able to draw in and pull in a ton of people. And you're going to be very powerful in your local chapter, right? So it's like an investment. It's almost like buying infrared coin. Setting up a chapter is like buying infrared coin, right? Clubs, yeah. Setting up a club. You understand? It's an investment in the future. And if you don't set up that chapter, a leftoid is going to set it up. So if you're in an area without a club, you need to race right now and set up a club. Okay, do whatever you can to set up your own clubs. We need as many new clubs as possible because one of the most important strategies for CPUSA 2036 is that we need to bombard the party with new clubs. We need new clubs loyal to our cause, to the cause of 2036, right? And to the cause of communism, to the cause of Marxism, Leninism, against this American nihilistic, Sakaiist ideology. All the communist groups where I live are just based boomer types. Where I'm talking about the Communist Party. You think it's worth doing in rural areas? Yes. As infrared expands, we are going to reach out to the rural youth and rural viewers and watchers. And rural people are going to be joining those clubs. So if you set up a club in a rural area, you're not going to get a lot of attention now. But as we grow, we are going to capture a lot of otherwise right-wing audiences and Trump-supporting audiences, and we're going to send them in the direction of your club. So you set up that club in that rural area, and you sit on it, okay? Because, by the way, those clubs are what's going to allow us to take over the CPUSA. That's the plan. That's absolutely the plan. But right now, I want to talk to you guys about how you can infiltrate existing clubs, okay? And what angle you should be approaching it there. Now, there's already a contradiction in the Communist Party USA. And this contradiction is between the ultra-leftists and the Democrat Popular Front boomer mainstream of the party. Now, the boomer mainstream, they're wiser. They're probably in the right over the ultra-leftists. But for now, you're going to use your takia to side with and pander to the ultra-leftists. You're going to ignore anything about patriotism, ignore all of that. You're going to accentuate the contradiction within the party about the Democrats, this issue of supporting the Democrats. The Democrats are warmongers, they're imperialists, they're war criminals, all this kind of stuff. Focus on the Democrats, eye on the prize. The most effective leaders against the CPUSA's current policy against of supporting the Democrats are going to attract support from these ultra-leftists. If you can be an effective spokesperson for changing the Communist Party's policy about tailing behind the Democrats, all of these stupid idiot Zoomers, ultra-left Zoomers who are joining the party are going to rally around you, right? They're going to put you into power and make you a delegate. And by the way, this is a years-long process, right? Now, when you get in power as a delegate and we actually seize the reins of power, we are going to purge these ultra-left Zoomers, right? We're absolutely going to purge them. They will be next, right? For now, we're going to move against the pro-Democrat leadership, riding off of the back of the ultra-left Zoomers on the strict one-issue basis of the issue of supporting the Democrats. You need to absolutely withdraw yourself from caring about cultural issues. Now, the Zoomers are going to focus on culture issues, all this kind of stuff about culture. You just ride the wave and participate it as minimally as you can. Just focus on how supporting the capitalist, bourgeois, imperialist Democrats is a bad move. That's how you're going to become a delegate in a DSA, ultra-left, leftoid infiltrated party. Because, listen, if Joe Sims wants to use the Zoomer ultra-leftists against me, I could do the same thing and use those same stupid Zoomer ultra-leftists against him. You want to use them against me, Joe? I'll use them against you too. Two can play at this game. You want them to come at me for patriotic socialism? I'm going to use them against you over your support of the Democrats. People that join the new chapters are going to be the same type that are currently in the current chapters. Would they not? No. No. Well, here's the thing. If you're setting up a new chapter, you don't want to make yourself open to everyone. you do kind of want to be a little bit of, if you're going to set up your own chapter, be a little exclusionary toward leftists. Unintentionally exclusionary. Wink, wink, wink. You're not going to officially ban them for being leftoids, but like, you're going to make the environment inhospitable for them, for the leftoids, right? Because if your party, the thing I want you guys who are setting up new chapters to do is set up a new chapter and just sit on it and gatekeep from leftists from joining, right? Just gatekeep from leftists joining indirectly. Be really smart about how you're going to like make this your club and make sure these ultra leftists are not feeling comfortable here, right? And this is really a matter of like, I'm not talking politically. I'm like, let's say they attend the club meetings, just be with your friends and just like be on your phone and like huddle and talk with each other and just like ignore them a little bit, right? And just be like, oh, hey, you're there? Oh, yeah, what's up? Oh, yeah, sure. Oh, that's crazy, man. Like, don't be friendly with them, you know what I mean? And they're not going to like want to join. They're not going to want to come back, okay? They're not going to want to come back. So gatekeep these clubs. If you're setting up your own independent new clubs, gatekeep them from new leftists joining. And I need you guys to understand, you need to keep yourself under the radar because the leadership is watching this right now and they're like, okay, how are we going to move against? Well, you have to keep yourself under the radar. And there's only two things that can happen. Either they're going to get paranoid and destroy their own party and we'll be there to pick up the pieces, or they're not going to be able to do anything about it. The leadership isn't, right? But we are going to move in and fundamentally transform the party. And by the way, we don't want to resort to these dirty tactics, just like the Bolsheviks didn't want to resort to their tactics of konspiratsa. Is this how you say it? Konspiratsa. They didn't want to have to resort to those tactics, but they had to because of the czarist repression. Well, Joe Sims just released an article, and the whole CPUSA chapters took that article to mean infrared is banned from the party. So because you're banning us from the party, we have to resort to these tactics. We would love to just operate in the light of day, openly, right? But you've made that impossible for us, and we're not going to concede to you the party. Thank you, Hurlblut. Thank you, Hurlblut. And it is our view that you are circumventing the protocols of democratic centralism and the principles of communist organization. We fundamentally disagree with you ideologically about your interpretation of Marxism-Leninism. Now, how can we hash that out? Well, you've just shut down any debate, conversation, or dialogue, so we're just going to infiltrate your party and disguise our views until we can open the gates for the Mongol army. What about friend of the show, Steven Estrada? Leave him alone. Leave Steve alone. You're going to get him in trouble if you associate him with infrared. So leave him alone. Support him. I do think you should support him if you live in Long Beach, especially. Then if you want to donate to him, continue donating to him. But don't, like, optics-wise, associate infrared with him, because he will get in trouble and he will get purged. And I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. We're not in contact with Steve, and he's not, like, with us, if that makes sense. He's just went on the show once, and that's it, right? So, yeah, it's as simple as that. Suppose the pagan. Who's the pagan? What are you talking about? Clean your room? Why? Why should I clean my room? Why should I? How many friends would you say we already have in the party? Dozens, probably. At least dozens. We have a lot. We don't only have friends. We have this is the 3 tiers of infrared adjacent people in the party. We have sympathizers who are not necessarily our friends, but on the low key they sympathize with us, right? 2, we have friends. These are people in the party who agree with us, right? 3, we have agents in the party. We have agents and operatives in the party. Let's just say we have people informing us about what's going on regarding the Gang of Three that the Gang of Three don't know about. Yeah, we are slowly building a deep state within the party, an intelligence deep state, so to speak. We showrunners have access to information. Yeah. What Canadian Cubs up north do to CPUSA 2036 cause? Strengthen the Canadian Communist Party. Do the same thing we're doing for your Communist Party that we want to do here. Again, the Gang of Three are a bunch of ultra-leftists, nihilists, and liquidationists who, if they had their way, would lead to the destruction of the party. Now, I don't like Joe Sims. Joe Sims probably don't like me. But we probably both agree on the fact that we don't want to see the Communist Party get destroyed. We want its infrastructure to remain intact. We want the party to remain intact as far as his public position is concerned. I don't know, maybe he secretly does want to end the party because it's an embarrassment for the Democrats. But I think both us and the National Committee want to safeguard the party from these ultra-leftists, right? And we don't want to see the ruin of the party. But the issue is that they're right opportunists, right? Which it's nothing personal, and we're moving against them, not because we have a personal issue with the National Committee. I don't care about Joe Sims or the National Committee. I just don't care about that. It's not personal, right? It's absolutely not personal. We're doing it because this is what we need to do to be able to turn the Communist Party into the preeminent party of the American working class. There's absolutely no reason why the Communist Party should be as weak and as small as it is right now. No excuse and no reason. The Communist Party USA, in a time of unprecedented interest and fascination with communism, both from the right and the left, has no excuse to be as small as it is. So we are going to turn that party into a real working party. We're not doing this to destroy the party or liquidate the party. We're doing this to save the party, right? This is what we have to do to save the Communist Party. A party we actually do believe in. And again, we wouldn't have to resort to these tactics if it wasn't for the slimy, dirty tactics of the Gang of Three. You want to know something too, guys? The difference between me and the Gang of Three is that I broadcast my plans openly and in the light of day. The Gang of Three operates behind the shadows and doesn't even inform people about what they're planning and what they're contriving and what they're doing in the background. You would not believe the stories that I've heard. Let me read you some of the stories, right? This person was kicked out of the party group chat on Twitter. They were blocked after arguing Joe's positions in his 2014 paper to one of the Gang of Three members who was arguing they were not American but an international worker, in quotes. The club even mentioned it, but it didn't get anywhere after I brought up the fact that Lenin was patriotic. It seems there are people who are simply opposing whatever they see as popular with internet Marxists. When Twitter was showing everyone third worldism, every day they came into our camp. That's when they joined the CP. When we were going hard against it. So this is a third worldist Sakaiist who nonetheless denounces Cuba and China as fascist states. This is a very vicious, brutal, conniving person, by the way. The Gang of Three in general are. But they are really pulling the strings behind the current CPUSA's orientation. 100%. They are pulling the strings behind this orientation. You think they're CIA? Well, one of the people are a little bit glowy. They do seem a little bit glowy. In case you don't know, glowy is like, they glow like the CIA glows or whatever. I don't know where that comes from. They just glow, right? Glow in the dark or whatever. They stick out. That's what it means. It means they stick out, right? Okay, you gotta chill with that. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know what their intentions really are, but they are, let's just call them very malicious, psychotic, nihilistic intentions as far as the future of the party is concerned. Wait, what did Bitter El Panada just do? He said attempted. He just Bitter El Panada just posted some other shit. Yeah, what a fucking pussy. What a literal fucking pussy. He posted the fucking video from a live stream and he's saying, this was me, let me actually just post it. He said, this is me trying to hit on 2 women and that I failed to get their number. And they said, let's get the fuck out of here. Let's see what happened.
Hey, I got it.
I do actually. Harvard's right now getting lit.
Tell everybody on the live.
Wait, you just gave him you just gave him your number?
My number.
For Snap?
What you got nigga at home?
Damn, man.
Hey,
Huh? Dude, he literally said that I was trying to get their number and they gave him to another guy. That's not what fucking happened. I remember this shit. That's not what fucking happened. I was literally sitting across on a bench. This guy comes up and he goes, hey, dude, watch me go get her number. I'm like, okay, I'll film you. And then I filmed it. Then I walked up to him to see if he got the number, and he did. We made a bet. I didn't fucking ask for their number. Guys, clip this right now and reply to his tweet with it. Clip this right now and reply to his tweet with it right now, that he's a fucking liar. Clip what I just said and reply to his tweet with that. Do that right now. What a fucking liar. What a literal fucking liar. He literally pulled up this shit from like weeks ago and he's like, even if this did happen, that doesn't matter because you're supposed to get rejected 100 times and get successful 10 times. If you can't get rejected, you are a virgin or whatever. Nothing wrong with being a virgin, but if you can't handle rejection, you're just proving to me you can't talk to women because getting rejected is part of the fucking game. That's very normal. If your ego gets hurt because you get rejected, you are probably a virgin. I'm not going to lie. Because when you get rejected, you just move on to the next. You just keep going, right? That's how it works. You don't dwell on it and fucking make a thing of it. But this isn't even true. I wasn't even hitting on them.
Tell her boyfriend focus on himself.
Yeah. I owe you?
He said.
For giving another guy your snap instead of me? I don't owe you shit. I'm just kidding. What are you filming?
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, this is such narrative spinning bullshit. Like, let's get. Yeah, I wasn't even hitting on them. I literally went, okay, just kidding or whatever, because I was not interested in them, right? But there was nothing more to say. This is me getting rejected. Yeah, nothing happened. Nothing happened. This is the most dumb shit I've ever fucking seen. I wonder if he's getting this from the pedo website, because the pedo website that he actually does go on, and that's been confirmed that he goes on that website, they always take videos and like lie about them and make shit up about me, right? But guys, post the clip here to expose his bitch ass. Fucking liar. You lying bitch ass, bitter empanada little bitch. Yeah. Happened. I was literally sitting across on a bench. This guy comes up and he goes, hey, dude, watch me go get her number. I'm like, okay, I'll film you. And then I filmed it. Thank you, Morlock. Appreciate you. Then I walked up to him to see if... Yeah. Such a fucking liar. Lying little bitch. This guy's raging with bitterness and... I don't know, this isn't really related, but you guys ever heard of the song Virgin with Rage? I don't know, it just came to my mind. But, like, he's just on Twitter raging and seething so fucking much. Beta El Panada. Don't go back to and focus on this idiot again. I have to, dude. I have to. I have to. Yeah, what a fucking pussy. Him to another guy. That's not a bench. Guy comes up and goes, hey, dude, watch the number. I'm like, shit. Fucking liar. Hold on, give me a sec. Give me one moment. Give me one moment. Okay, hold on, guys. One sec.